Here we go.
Hey,
there it is.
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Goff, 6th grade science, Mr. Esposito, 6th grade science, and you just missed me.
6th grade math. He's science.
Eating some of Mr. Goff's candy bar.
You know what I really like is those Star Wars battles.
Star Wars.
Exactly. Now, bang! Okay. So in math, it's going to be there then now. Okay, math. 6th grade math, we went over variables and expressions today, and you have a little bit of homework on variables and expressions. A variable is like a letter, okay, that takes place of a number. And an expression is something like 2x, where x equals 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. So that's what we're talking about in 6th grade
What
math.
about an expression would be something like,
Hey, what's going on?
or,
Yeah, those are expressions too, but we're talking about math expressions.
Okay.
A little bit different.
okay.
Okay, in 7th grade, we've got equations. We're talking about equations, and that's when you have maybe 2x equals 10, and you got to figure out what x is. Well, 2 times what would give me 10? 5, so x is 5.
Oh,
That's what we're talking about in math. You got some homework tonight. 6th grade math, your homework is page 44, 11 through 16, and in 7th grade, page 51, 9 through 14. Okay? All right, now what's going on?
and funny that Mr. Goff is talking about this because I had a few students of mine just now asking me about variables.
Well, good.
So obviously they're getting it from you guys in
Me and Alvin.
6th grade math. Mr. Esposito, what did we do today? Moms and dads, we went over the differences between independent variable and dependent variable, okay? And I went over a couple examples with them on the board, one of which was slimatosis, and one of my students actually drew me a picture of SpongeBob. We did an example on the board today in which SpongeBob develops a case of slimatosis, and they have to find a cure for him, and they had to use Dr. Kelp or seaweed. But your kids will go over that with you later on. I had the kids, we went around the room, the kids shared some examples of independent and dependent variables. I shared some examples with them of independent and dependent variables just to prime their resources. Tomorrow they're going to be coming into class, and they're going to be making posters. One side's going to show the dependent variable, the other side's going to show the independent variable, okay? And they're going to do that tomorrow, so just be looking for that tomorrow. So when they come to class, they can say, my mom and dad went over this with me last night, and this is what I came up with. And then they can make the posters for me in class, okay? And yesterday, we were talking about how to slip through a piece of paper. And we've got one of my students here, and he actually did it like that, okay, moms and dads? I showed it to you yesterday. Here's one, and here's another one of my students. She did a great job, and she actually figured it out.
No way.
And she did a great job, and she figured it out. There you go, and that's what it should look like. That's what it should have looked like in their ISNs. Their black marble notebooks are their ISNs, and here's actually what she brought me. Look at this, moms and dads. She actually figured out how to take a piece of paper and make it big enough to step through. Well, look at that. Right through her body. She did that. Excellent. Dynamite. 2 thumbs up. You did a great job. A couple of my students also came up with alternative ways that I've never seen before. And I said, how'd you figure that out? Of all my years teaching, I've never seen it. 3 of my students, these unique ways of doing it. It was really cool. Okay? 2 thumbs up. Mr. Esposito, Mr. Goff, Ralph Shannon Middle School.
Now stay tuned for another video, a little cartoon video of timers. You have some ideas about snacks you can make.
Hi, time for timer, and time to make a week's supply of healthy after-school snacks. Now some weekend when it's raining and your mother is complaining because you're hanging around just twiddling your thumbs. Tell your mom that you've been itching to make something in the kitchen, and oh yes, the mess will be a minimum. But the thing that's going to please her is you make it in the freezer, and nothing could be easier to fix. Now just watch as I go through it. Really, all you need to do it is some kind of juice and just a few toothpicks. Okay, now take an empty ice tray and fill it up with orange juice or lemonade or pomegranate juice or whatever turns you on. Then cover the tray with plastic wrap. Carefully poke the toothpicks through the plastic, put it in the freezer, and in a few hours, presto, stacks of snacks. Don't wait until it rains before you try this nifty trick. You'll have a fun time making sunshine on a stick.